Okay. Jeg skal måske lige tjekke temperaturen her. Lad os se her. Reklamelort. Typisk med deres reklame. Okay. The device is very hot. Allow it to cool down. Så allerede det fik den til at tilsyneladende være. Og 40 grader skulle jo ikke være så meget. Men anyway. Hvad har vi her? CPU temperatur 55 grader. Max. Så har vi CPU'erne. Og selvfølgelig, hvis den bliver for varm, så throttler den jo automatisk. Og det gør selvfølgelig så, at den vil være langsommere. Jeg må undskylde med alt det der reklamelort der. Jeg har bare installeret nogle programmer. Så den siger 51 grader her med den der. Start tracking. Jeg havde vist nogle programmer før, men jeg kan ikke huske, om jeg kan se det eller ej, så er det jo også fuldstændig ligegyldigt på sin vis. Jeg havde ikke, hvad var det for et program? Jeg havde et eller andet program, der kunne, og det var både temperaturen, ikke, og betalte jeg for det. Det synes jeg gjorde, men jeg kan ikke huske, hvad det hed, eller hvad det var. Det er ikke til at huske det hele. Måske ligger det på den anden mobil, som er min, hvad kan vi kalde det, salvage mobil. Jeg kan ikke huske, der var galt med den gamle. Var der noget galt med den i det hele taget? Der må være et eller andet galt. Nå ja. Det var egentlig bare skærmen, der egentlig var noget galt med, så kunne. Ja, men det er jo ikke altid lige nemt at skifte delen ud. Og så er det til at virke. Men jeg synes, jeg havde et program. Jeg kan bare ikke lige huske det. Som, hvor det kørte med temperaturen og så videre der. Nå, men jeg må lade starte kameraet, fordi så skulle den virkelig blive varm. Så vi stiller den bare der, og så venter vi på, at temperaturen den øger. Og skulle ikke tage så lang tid, før den klager 41 grader allerede. Eller 41 grader burde egentlig ikke være så meget, men hvis den bliver så varm, så den lukker ned, så er det jo ikke så fedt. Men jeg sad lige og overvejede, at der måske kunne være en måde at løse tingene på. Henhold til de der køle halløjsager der. Jeg skal bare finde ud af, hvad der så bliver varmt. Der sidder en, der har lavet en video i henhold til V20. Med et større batteri. Og med 1 terabyte micro SD har han også linket til. Det er så kun ultraudgaven. Razer Kishi V20, hvad er det for noget? Lad os prøve at se. Det er til synligheden til, hvis man skal game. Så det sker så ikke, men det kunne være rart at få temperaturen ned i mobilen. Men det kan blive ufattelig varmt, når man ser også, når man bruger kamera og så videre. Så det ville jo være fint, hvis man kunne få det ned. Det er jo utroligt, at det blev egentlig ikke ret. Det er næsten, jeg vil stadig gå efter. Det er stadig 700. Jeg vil stadig gå efter det hurtigste. Der er også en rimelig forskel alligevel på hastighederne. Du vil jo have alt den hastighed, du kan presse ud. Anyway. Den uploader, og videoen skulle varme op, og men jeg ikke kan se, den skulle være ved at varme op. Jeg kan godt mærke. Den er ikke så helt så galt igen, men se her, 45 grader. Ja, okay. Jeg havde et program, jeg er ret sikker på, som jeg betalte for, som jeg egentlig brugte til at tjekke temperaturen. Jeg ved ikke, hvorfor jeg egentlig ikke har tænkt på, at man måske kunne gøre noget med at fikse nogle noget på men det må jeg se, altså. Dashboard. Jeg ville jo også gerne have haft Android 7, men så var der problemer med at flytte tingene. Men jeg tror nok, jeg havde et... whatever. Okay, 46 grader. Og det lorte reklame der, det er forfærdeligt. Men hvorfor siger den 6 og 61? Er det så... var der to forskellige... Jeg havde sådan et, der kunne tjekke, hvad var det, en time eller sådan noget, det betalte jeg for, og der kunne man også få... Men jeg ved ikke, hvorfor jeg slettede det. Det kan være, det var fordi, at jeg tænkte, at det så bare bruger baggrunds... det er ikke til at huske det hele. Det kan også være lige meget med temperaturen, hvis bare det ville have virket. Jeg tror, den anden mobil, der lige er sat i laderen til de store batteri. Det er muligt, at programmet er på den. Og jeg er 6 år efter, i henhold til LG V20. Det er stadig en ganske god mobil, hvis den bare var lidt hurtigere. The overheating issue you experienced can be counteracted by replacing the thermal paste over the chipset. Typically, people replace the paste with 0.5 mm thick, 20 mm by 20 mm thermal paste, or use a similar size copper shim. A copper shim, jeg tror, det er måske dem, der er på harddiskene også, i henhold til copper shim. Lad os se her, ja. Aha. Ja, hvorfor ikke? Hvis man kunne fikse det på, så der kan man få de forskellige størrelser og så videre der. Ja, det kunne da godt være, at det rent faktisk hjælp. Jeg skrev 110 grader til 64 grader. Det eneste de gjorde, det var simpelthen bare at fikse nogle, Hvorfor har jeg ikke tænkt over det? Det sådan noget tape har jeg da vist også. Kan man måske bruge sådan noget, eller hvad? Okay, så det er det, man bruger det til. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, it keeps the temperature. That was a pretty good modification he made. 45 degrees. No, that's not bad. Yeah, well, maybe I could, fix the mobile. Let's see how it's doing in regards to degrees. No, still just a little over 45, but it's pretty hot. So the question is, what is getting hot? Let's say 55. Let's say 72 overall CPU. So we have two different heat. Let's see if the other one has that other application that I'm thinking about. Oh, where's that mobile? There we go. Let's see if we have the program. So if the CPU is getting... Oh, it actually has turned on the mobile in Android 7. Oh, here we have the application, I think. Battery charging monitor. History. No, that's not it. Settings. CPU. There's also the battery. Or the CPUs. We both have the temperature of the CPU and the battery. The battery, as far as I understand, it doesn't really. I gotta see if we can get. Cause I guess maybe that's just what is needed, just to get some kind of heat sink on it, could maybe fix it. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I should have paid for it, so it should be able to install it. Yep. This one, that's the non-free version, if I recall. I don't know if there has been any updates since, but whatever the case. Oh, it's hot. Oh, my mobile is very hot. Then again, what is it that is hot? Is the CPU, and can I do something about the 70 degrees, right? And at some point it down throttles, I'm sure. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can see the next. Uh-oh. Oops, let's go back here. So we have the how much we have the battery and the CPU. Okay, incredible how my brain can just forget everything. Too much things in the... Oh, that's wrong. Settings. Okay, we have something. We have the battery apparently is 55 CPU. Doesn't seem to change. Anyway, okay. So let's try to see. Yeah, there we go. There's nothing. Battery. Doesn't really seem to, battery and doesn't seem to change. So that's kind of a good question in regards of what are we seeing at the moment, because the monitor here does seem to be, 68 degrees would probably be pretty much near where we are. It is pretty hot. It's burning, and that would of course put it would begin to down throttle automatically. CPU temperature, but we don't see any temperature on the... I don't know why. Maybe this application doesn't show it correctly. It doesn't seem to change in regards to... I think it might be the battery temperature. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see here. What do we have here? 2 hours. Well, that's in regards to charging, right? Oh, let's see here if we have storage, battery. Doesn't really... Let's just say battery here. CPU monitor 63 degrees, memory, battery 50. Yeah, this one actually seems to be more like honest in regards of its things. But besides all the advertising. And that's a good amount. How about the other phone? Can I see any difference in regards of settings if I put it to battery? Nothing really happens. Doesn't seem to change, but it does say 34, so it's pretty cold compared to the other one here. But I do wonder if that's kind of an overheating issue with this one and not the other one. Although the other one is running Android 7, so there might be less of issues overall. I might actually be able to make the phone faster if I cool it correctly. If I can just buy some kind of cooling and fix it in. It would be nice to have that application maybe on the other mobile as well. Information, can I fix it up? System. Okay, but can you get it in the... I guess then you need to buy something again, right? So I have 49 degrees, but what is it that it's measuring? Because again, this one measures a lot more, which is again probably more true. It shows 65. It's pretty hot. And it's not maxing out. It's the CPU is not maxed out at the moment, and of course if it gets too hot it down throttles and thereby it becomes slower. So maybe I can actually fix this mobile to become a lot faster if I just find out what actually is inside of it that actually of course if I could install Android 7 as well on it, might also have given me some more juice. It seems like Android 7 might actually be a little faster. So now let's say 49. That's the battery temperature according to this. So your device is very hot. Allow it to cool down. Battery info. The battery shouldn't be that bad. Oh, the mobile is hot. Oh, the battery doesn't feel that hot. Yeah, the mobile absolutely feels hot. The problem is, how could you cool it off, you know? Because the heating issue gets out to the screen at, the top screen here. It's very hot. It's not hot so much up down here, but here it's up here on the top. It's very hot, and not much on the low end. Of course, that's the same place where it usually also gets hot in regards to the finger, the finger thing. But I don't know in regards to the battery, but let's see, this one say 49. So that seems to be the, whatever the, and this one says, that must be the battery as well, and not the CPU. Allowed to cool off, really. Then we have this one that seems to actually go after the CPU. Overall CPU usage, and if we could actually fix it so I could see it all the time would be nice, but whatever. As long as I can see it. Use, decrease, there's an overheating alarm. Here we have like the battery is too hot, okay. Recall in regards to the battery, testing it only gets to a specific point and then it shouldn't get any further when you have the big batteries. But why would it be nice to be able to see them in the, oh well. But yeah, you can see that the CPU can work a lot more. But of course, if it gets too hot, then okay. I wanna see it actually, tell me that it's getting too hot. So I guess we'll just fix it here and let it and that it's using its camera should make it heat up. Very interesting. That's actually, if the mobile gets a little a little more weight doesn't, you know, if I can just put a little cooling in it and get much better, that would be awesome. That might not be the case. I think there's some kind of cooling in it, but yeah, well, who knows. Well, it would be nice if it could be fixed. Putting some copper heat sinks in it. Let's see if there's a video in regards of, there's maybe not in regards to the LGV20, but maybe there's some of the other mobiles. LGV20. Copper. Okay, here someone is making some kind of thermal thing. Thermal. It could be so amazing if you could actually. Okay. I need to put some thermal thing. He opens it up. Oh, it's not hard to open up, for pretty much I've toyed around with that a good amount of time, so. But what is getting so hot? The problem is, what is getting hot on it, Oh yeah, okay, so that must be the spot that it gets hot, right? But how would you fix some more cooling on that? Can you just... Yeah. He uses the cover thing. No, there's probably already sitting something. He's trying. Take it off. So that's the CPU that gets so hot. puts the copper. Fits pretty good. Yeah, so that must be the one that needs to have some cooling in some way, you know. And the question is, how can you... Well, if there's more space, you could maybe fix more copper, you know, give it some more surface area. So he's giving it some grease. As long as it works, you know. But he's using some of these cooling pads. He sprays it on, and then he puts the first one on. That's the first one. And he fixes another layer, I think. And you could put a bigger one in, maybe. I guess he's going to fix one more, I guess. I think. There we go. So he puts another one on top of it. Yeah, maybe they were just cheap in regard to the mobile. Doesn't seem to upload much, does it? Oh, okay. Five or six of them. Okay. Yeah, as long as it works. Six. wonder if you could, there's a pretty good room in the mobile itself. And you could probably buy a pretty big copper thing and put down there and fix it with grease or whatever thermal thing and fix it upon it, and I don't know if that would work. Of course, I guess you would. And let's see the result. Okay, fix it. Hey, if it works, I think it would be worth it, because you probably would get a lot faster if it works. Okay, uploaded the test. That's interesting. Okay, let's see here. That's not even, it's a year old. Okay. So I guess, oops. Before and after shimming LT V20. So both with AOSP with 96 C max temp. So what's the difference? Well, was this after performance over time? Before and after. So is this before performance? CPU throttle at 77% of its max performance. So I guess that means it goes down, right? CPU throttle to 86% of its max performance. So I don't know what is better, was like CPU throttle 2. Temperatur 79. I don't understand these, maybe it's because I don't know the application. Average. Still have pretty much the same. This has a little higher, but didn't really seem It says 88 throttle at like 30 minutes. Okay, so it's like I need to look at the. So here he goes from how many minutes? Time interval 2 minutes. So it's like 2, 2, 2. And the same is like 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I still don't totally understand. It's like 905. Is that the? Kind of having a hard time to understand what I need to look for. Why is it not complaining? It usually complains about the CPU, the being too hot. So let's see here, 52, then the CPU. Is 70, I guess, around. Oh, it doesn't really. Apparently it keeps it. It doesn't even wanna. Kind of usually give me. Maybe it's not too. Maybe it's not hot enough in here. But of course now I know where the CPU is, and I guess we could try that little trick. Now we have anything in temperature. There we go. Now we have a lot of different sensors apparently. Maybe that's why they show so many. Wow, that's a lot of sensors. Sensor 4, 2, 4, whatever. That's 140 degrees. I got a little hard with all those sensors. Now the battery is what it is, I guess the others must be maybe the CPU. I'm not sure about that. No, the CPU is set to be kind of higher, right? No. Oh, yeah, it says 63, 62, 61. Okay. Okay, so that's 67, that must, now, all these sensors, so anyway, okay, so it's high, whatever, and then of course this is the battery, so that doesn't matter, battery, yep, delete the battery thing, and this one as well. And I guess this really pretty much just shows the battery and not really the CPU, I thought it showed the CPU, but it doesn't seem to be, or maybe it needs to be restarted or something like that. It shows 28 degrees. Which probably is in regards to the battery. I have a huge battery on the other one. How can we power off and restart? Yeah, Android 7 seems to be. You can always work on the mobile and all that and do all of, all these different things. What was it I actually wanted to? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. 75. Yeah. Okay. But of course it doesn't show. So I guess this application is kind of not so valid. If it doesn't show the CPU, it's showing the battery, I'm pretty sure. So this one shows the CPU, and the CPU is just hot. 71 degrees, yeah. And you can feel it's very hot. But I guess because of all these updates these days, it's doing a lot of things compared to in the old days, I guess. If I just installed Android 7 and didn't make any updates, it might actually run a lot better, who knows. Now we go with here we have the CPU 51 degrees and the battery, it just pretty much shows the same thing. Yeah. Something's wrong on that level. I don't know why. I didn't really. I don't recall actually. Yeah, that's 50 or whatever. It's hot, a lot hotter than. But it's interesting. It's usually, but maybe it doesn't have enough things to do on the camera. Maybe like this. Maybe it's because it's too dark, so there's not enough data to process or something like that. But it usually makes issues. Yeah. Yeah, but okay, I have, at least I have an option to put some more copper in it. At least that should, yeah, video actually helped me a lot. I got the same size shims and wondered if that size would be big enough. There's also the second heatsink beside it. Yeah, if you put a shim there, it will help a lot. If you put a shim there, question mark, it will help a lot. Did you say you use 6 shims? How many shims did you end up having to stack? So there's a second heatsink besides it. I used 6 shims at 0.1 milliliter. Probably be better off getting a thicker one, and you're not having to stack so many, but so far so good. As for the other shielding TPH, I have no idea what's under that, and if it would make a difference or not. Just be careful not to short anything out if you decide to add anything on that side. Yeah, I'm thinking, if you could move some copper maybe from one, you could move maybe some of the heat away. from that area. I'm not sure what you could do. I just did 2 shims at 0.3mm. I put shims on the second heatsink also. That's a very light dark spot on the screen where the second heatsink is. It's not getting darker though, phone is much faster. So there's a very light dark spot on the screen. There's a very light dark spot on the screen where the second heat sinking is not getting darker though. Phone is much faster. Okay, so in regards of, let's see, nice. Since you left the stock one on, definitely keep an eye out with the spot on the screen because you're pushing more towards 0.7mm, if not more. No hate for the, I don't know why these guys didn't just, the first one, of course, you have to, if you at least take the first heat sink off that they took off, you should be able to spread it out. You should be able to have bigger, you don't need to go upward, you can also go the other way. So the phone screen isn't getting hot. Is this okay, or is this a sign that the shims are touching the phone screen? I touch more towards the area the shims are in. You should notice that it's a bit warmer. The SD820 has a storage stack on top. On the storage it says HK Enix on it, so I thought that's the SD. Yeah, okay. So, but anyway, apparently I could maybe fix it. Interesting. That might. Interesting. Okay, I guess I'll have to look into that tomorrow. Battery temperature is too high. Well, that's just the battery. When we don't, it's not the battery I want to have feeling hot. It's the CPU we wanna. Oh, give me a break. 71 degrees, but it still hasn't gone to a point where it tells me that it's too hot. So yeah, I'll have to measure and see how much we actually could put in. That might help. Actually might help a lot. I'll have to look into that. What is this throttling test that he did? Doesn't really say. Before and after shimming, it doesn't really see what program are you testing with. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if the other mobile I have actually have. Well, it's running Android 7, so it's probably using the CPU less. It also feels a lot faster. It feels snappy compared to. Of course, it doesn't have internet at the moment, but now the whole idea was also to install Android 7 on this one, but then I got into some issues in regards to the backup, and it didn't want to move files from Android 8 to Android 7. I don't know why, but it began, it didn't want to work. Although I had done it beforehand. Yeah, we have a problem in regards to the CPU not showing up. Oops. So it gets hot here. I wonder if you could actually just also put something on the fingerprint thing, because that's the one that really gets hot. I think, let's see here. Let's open the mobile up and feel our way. Oops. And the fingerprint gets hot. Everything gets hot pretty much. Everything is hot around here, yeah. But it should use the screen as a cooling device, and the screen absolutely gets hot. I know how much it will help in regards of it's very cool at the lower end. At least down here it's very cool. It's cool here. It gets pretty hot up here. Could actually maybe have made these as a heat, the top could maybe have been made into a heat sink, maybe, I don't know. But your thing is getting hot, sadly. And the screen and the front screen is up on the top is hot. I do wonder if I fix like a copper cover and then make it, maybe it will attach it better to the top of the screen, and maybe that can distribute the heat better. Wow, that's hot up here. It's pretty much the whole upper screen that is hot, and the lower screen is not as hot. So maybe if you could make it go downward as well in regards to distributing heat to the screen, maybe that could make it. I know in regards to the back of it, if one could, that's well, I don't know if that's possible. Or if that would actually, you could set a heat sink here, but it's just plastic, so it might still take some of the heat away from the plastic, and maybe that would actually, still distribute some of the heat away. I would need to It's probably too much work. Or maybe, you know, maybe you could just fix something for the fingerprint thing and just fix some metal thing. I'm not entirely sure. If you could find something the same size, you could maybe stick it to it. Of course, you wouldn't be able to, but I usually push it anyway. I don't use the fingerprint security anyway, so. And when I'm using bigger batteries, it wouldn't, if I could, if you could actually found that could actually work. If you could get a rounded copper thing and have some of this, thing and blue like thing, and just let the copper stick onto it. That might take some, because usually the heat is coming from this. So that might be another way to just get a little more cooling into it. And the bottom would just be a little further back, but that doesn't matter. That's actually, it would just be there. That would be not bad. Okay. I think that actually could help. And you could get a pretty decent cooling. Let's see here. Cylinder formed copper. Okay. Heat sink. Okay, heat sink. Heat sink. And 4 millimeters or something like that. Maybe even 5. Is there anything of that nature? Heatsink. See what we have here. Nope. Well, there's some copper, but that's not in regards to heatsink. Well, maybe we should 3 millimeter. Maybe they're called something. Pure copper heatsink. Well, actually, here we have like a, but that's not kind of a. Well, you could, I guess, chop some of them off. I still need to be the right size. And here we have these plate copper thing. Here we have, I would need the right thing. It has to be solid. I think these are solid, GPU, CPU, backplate, CPU, okay. Oh, maybe if I had maybe there's some copper on the graphic card or something like that I probably have had something in the past. But here we have like 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter. I could. Okay, they're not that big. Okay. We'll just need to pretty much, I guess, fix what I didn't need out of 5 millimeter or something like that. I think we're talking about 5 millimeter. I need to check it. and then you could put it on, fix it with some of this thermal glue or something like that, and you would have a button. Hopefully it wouldn't mind having that on top of it, without having activated the fingerprint thing and all that. And I guess that should still work as a button, if you know, and cool. Oh, I can get it in 6mm, 5mm, and 4mm, and 8mm. Okay, these are the length. I don't need much, you know. There must exist some cooling devices of. Well, yeah, I could take some of the plates and just fix a rounding. That might be, you know, and just fix around one myself out of one of these square things. I have the 2020, 2020, and different millimeters. Thermal heatsink. Yeah. Maybe. Pad sims, thermal copper pad sims. Okay. Round thermal copper pad sims. Let's see what we can find. They seem to be square. What is this? And that's kind of, how big is that? Yeah, that's not going to, well, I guess it could maybe, that's 15 times 15, right? And, you know, I could, and then you could fix something on top of it, and you could still, you know, it would have some, although I'm not sure how much air that would go through it in the mobile, so I'm not sure, but at least it would give it some surface area to get rid of the heat. Of course, there's not much air in regards of. Okay, but yeah, I guess it's possible. What is this? Oh, it's just different sizes, I guess, as well. 100 pieces, 12 sizes, 15mm copper pad. So it's up to 15mm, I guess. I really don't need all this. Oh, maybe we could then take one of those and round it. There's some ways of doing things, I guess. And thermal glue. I'll have to look into that. That would be nice. And then some thermal glue. We could get a good amount of copper on both sides and help it out. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Oh, here we have some rounding. Oh, maybe a coin can actually do it as well. We have these. Oh, do I actually, that's copper, right? These small coins. I don't know if I have anyone in my vault. Maybe a copper coin could actually do it. I need to find my wallet. Where's my wallet? Oh no, I can't see anything in the darkness. Oh, I can heat up. Oh yeah, that's a good. And we can heat up the mobile as well. That's usually gets pretty heat. Okay. And let's fix the camera as well. And there we go. Well, okay, then it turned off the. Maybe I can turn it around and just turn on the camera. There we go. Probably. Would have been nice if we could just turn it on. Anyway, let's turn this off and find my wallet. They're pretty much. Oh, there we go. Maybe I have a. Oh, I don't think I have, sadly. Where is the? It's like all this moving thing and let's see the. Oh, there we go. I found it. If you could just find a very small coin. I don't know if anything exists that is as small that I need. See, this is way too big. Okay. Sadly, it's the smallest. Yeah, that's not going to be. Is that smaller? The one? Oh, it's probably not. Maybe it is. Let's see what we have. Coins here. Do I have one? No, I only have one of those. Oh yeah, that was someone that probably that is way too big as well. Okay. So we need a. Well, I sadly think it's too big as well in regards to the other one. But I do wonder if I could actually just fix that. Actually, if I can get one of those small coins and actually just put it in there and see how it works. Maybe it actually would work. To at least take some of it inside the. Although that might not be the best. But, maybe you can just put a little coin and put some goo on it and hope for the best. I don't know. Would have been nice if that would work. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, camera. Now, how does the... Oh, 71. I guess I'll just let the light of 74. We'll just let the light. Oh, high temperature. Nice. That was what we wanted. And that was in regards to the diode. Okay, let's try again. So how far did we get up? We got up to around 70 and then it had issues. Okay, let's turn on the light again. Of course, that's, another source of heat. Let's see how it goes. current, and you see the maximum, so it's not doing maximum at all either in regards to the CPU. So in theory it has a lot of more juice, but if it automatically de-throttles because of the heat, then it doesn't use the megahertz it has. So it might actually have the power, but it doesn't have the cooling. Oh, the heat should go up. Oh, let's see. It should go up. Yeah, there we go. High temperature. $73. Should still get up, I'm still having the light turned on. So when it reaches to around 72, apparently it begins to have issues. And at the moment the CPU is not. I think it's pretty much on its lowest, so 74. Okay. I'll see if it gives me a warning soon. Yeah, it's getting hot for sure. And if I can do like that. If also I could have a rounding that actually is, I don't know if that exists, but if I could get rid of the right size and all that, I could make a further, and I could still use the button. God, that's core pads, that's not what we want. Yeah, no, I can't stand that out. Oh, I do have those. I wonder if that's actually, if that could be used for metal. Probably no, I'm not entirely sure if that actually can be, or if that's only for paper. I guess one could try, and if it doesn't work, then I guess it just breaks. I'm actually not sure if they could actually, they might actually work with metal, but I guess they're not the size that I want. Probably too big. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I could try with. Probably too big, but. Oh, overheating 76.